of Salamis was where they destroyed the Persian navy. Why was it so bad for the Persians to have their navy destroyed?
It's because the Greek boats had a big old bronze ship called the Beak.
I know, but why did they want to destroy the Persian navy?
Oh, it's because they took over, let's see, the Ionian Islands. They took it
What
back.
was the Persians using their navy for? What were the Persians using their navy for?
I know. Oh, to bring food to them.
Supplying.
To the big, huge army.
That's right. So if they destroy the Persian navy, then what happens?
They'll starve to death.
Yeah, so they destroyed the Persian navy, so what did the Persian army do?
They sit there and starve to death.
No. Daniel, do you remember what the Persian army does? What the Persian army did after the boats were destroyed?
They still wanted to fight.
No.
Oh, I got it. They got kicked out of the Ionian Islands?
No.
I got it. I want to try
Do you want to try again?
Okay.
What happened?
They left.
The Persian army left?
Uh-huh.
All of it? Some of it stayed?
Uh-huh.
Where did it stay?
It stayed.
In Sparta? With the Spartans? No.
There were empties that day.
Yeah. Where did it stay? Where did the Persian army stay?
Athens?
No.
No.
Up above Athens.
In that little tent. In that tent. In that little tent.
Yeah, about 40,000 troops.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
very good. All right.
But the king and his troops, they went back to a place and built up an army built up boats for reinforcements, and the Greeks let in the water so that wouldn't happen, and killed those ones. So there wasn't any more reinforcements.
Now, the day that battle happened, that was called the Battle at Mycale, huh? Mycale. The day that happened supposedly was the same day of what other important battle? You remember?
Ionian Islands?
No. All right, let's back up a little bit, because
It was an island.
there was a question I wanted to ask Brandon, but he did a very good set of answers, but off in the wrong direction. We want to go back now to the battle at Salamis. Some of the Persian ships remained, not very many.
There were Ionian ships.
Ionian ships, manned by who?
Greeks.
Ionian Greeks. So the king immediately took his entire navy and went where?
To the Ionian Islands and took them back.
Yeah, well, he owned them. That's why he had this navy. Or else he wouldn't have been able to get these guys to join his navy. He took his entire navy and went back to Persia he wasn't going to count on that navy. Remember that? Because it's manned by Greeks, so he's not going to count on that part of the navy. But you're right, it was Ionian ships that were left over. Why were the Ionian ships the ones that were remaining?
Because all his ships were slaughtered by the Greeks.
The Ionian ships were his, though. He had forced them to help his navy and his army. So why did their ships survive the battle, and the Persian ships didn't?
When the Greeks were coming, the Ionian guys started fighting with the Persians because the Greeks were coming and they were Greeks.
No, it's a different battle. That's the battle at Mycale you're talking about. But before that battle, at the battle at Salamis, the reason the Ionian ships tended to survive the battle was because they're so much better made. They're Greek ships. The Persian ships were these big old stupid things.
Yeah.
All right.
200 of them got blown to bits in a storm.
That's right. Crazy how bad their ships were. All right, Tabitha, do you know what a philosopher is?
Somebody that loves wisdom.
A person who loves wisdom. Very good. Can you name any of the philosophers from Athens? There's two of them in that picture up there. Plato. Any more? Who? No. He's not from Athens. He's He's a Greek, though. So you're close. Do you want to try any more?
No.
No? Okay.
Plato.
She said Plato. Any other philosophers you can think of, Caden?
Aristotle.
Aristotle. Any others? No?
Wait, Archimedes.
Archimedes. He was sort of a scientist philosopher. Plato, Aristotle, and one other guy from Athens.
Socrates.
Socrates. What happened to Socrates?
I know. He died because he
Stubbed his toe.
no, because they figured he was praying to the gods, and they figured that was bad luck, and they had plague in Athens, and it killed a lot of their people, and they put him to death because they figured that's what started it all.
They thought he was causing trouble by questioning religion, huh? Okay, Brandon.
I know.
We'll get to those in just a second. The Egyptians. Let's talk about them for a second. The Egyptians built great big pyramids, and what do they put inside of them?
Kings.
Kings? Like 20 or 30 kings in a pyramid?
A king.
One king in a pyramid. What do they call their kings in Egypt?
Pharaoh.
A pharaoh. Very good. All right. Now they buried them. They're dead on which side of the Nile? Remember?
West.
The west side. Why the west side?
It's because that's where the sun god dies and he's reborn.
And is reborn in sunset on the other side, huh? So death is in the west. Very good. Okay, Daniel. Sparta had a very good...
They have very good foot soldiers.
Foot soldiers for the land, huh? And what did Athens have good soldiers for?
For the water.
For the water. Very good. The navy, huh? Okay. So when they went to war, who was it, Athens or Sparta who gave the military leaders? Which one of them had charge of the military when they fought? Was it Athens or Sparta who controlled the military?
Sparta.
Sparta. Why would Sparta control the military, not Athens?
Because Sparta does different things than Athens.
Yeah. Like what? How old are you when you go in the army at Sparta?
When you're like 10.
It's like 7, huh?
Yeah, my age. I'll be
very young. Yep. Daniel's turn. All right. Very good, Daniel. Thank you. Oh, can you name the river in Sparta? No. Can you name the piece of land that Sparta's on? What's that called? Starts with P. No.
Okay.
We'll go this way. What's that piece of land? Is the Peloponnesus, and what's the river that the Spartans?
Eurotos.
The Eurotos River. Very good.
I want to name them.
What's the capital of Macedonia? Pella. Very good. All right. Some philosophers from the Ionian Islands. That's the birthplace of philosophy, huh?
Thales and...
Thales of...
Miletus.
And...
Anaximander.
Very good. And Aristarchus of...
Samos.
Samos. Very good. Okay. Do you remember the sea that the Greeks live on? What's that sea called? Where Greece is, and Egypt, and Italy, all that great big sea. It's this whole big sea here. Whole big sea, all that. Remember what it's called? No? It's huge, isn't it? Mediterranean. Tell me about Mesopotamia. What does that mean? Mesopotamia means...